What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Butler. It's the best day of my life. Tomorrow's not promised. Go on, do your little dance while they still playing your song. So I just left a high school, and now I'm headed to the courthouse to teach a chess. I'm about to facilitate a chess class. So, bro, what I'm learning is here's some of the conclusions that I came through. So I get straight to the point. Bro, I think that if the United States is trying to reduce the amount of crime that is taking place, I think that there should be a class allocated to law. What I mean by that is, if in the African American community, if we are drastically losing a large percentage of our males, I think in the public school system, or in a school system where the most people are going to prison, in order to reduce that number, I feel like there ought to be some mandated classes. Cause we spend, or children spend, or the system is set up for us to spend valuable time enduring topics and subjects that are not beneficial at all. Cause for the life of me, I can't figure out why you would stay in school 12 years and not understand how the United States works for real. I don't understand how you could go to school for such a long period of time and not have an inkling idea as how the world really works. A lot of kids don't understand that the prison, the school to prison pipeline is a real thing. A lot of these kids, man, for whatever reason, it's a lot of kids don't even know what year slavery started. Slavery ended. I did talk to a young lady who told me, she said, on the low, Mr. Butler, slavery, it still exists. I was like, I could tell somebody in your family been teaching you things. So what if we take the population of people who are, based on statistics, are most likely to go to jail, which it could be the individuals that's in defects custody. Two things. I think that you have to teach these kids. A lot of kids don't know what the SB 440 is, a Senate Bill 440. They don't understand where that law comes from. I think that if we're able to paint a picture that allows them to understand and make them take a test, and I know it seems like it's far-fetched and Butler, you trying to do too much, but I think that if you teach these kids what the law really is, like if you draw a gun on somebody and you rob them, you can get 10 years. If you put a gun on somebody and you move them from this room to that room, that is a kidnapping charge. Or if you argue with somebody, let's go lighter. If you arguing with somebody and you threaten them, this is a terroristic threat. This is what this could lead up to. And give them examples, real life examples as to what's going on. I think that there has to be a case study in these school systems where you show a rapper that's talking about breaking the law. Then you show them interacting and breaking the law, because it's all online. Then you show them in court. Then you show the aftermath of the court. Then you show where they spend their life at. Like this is how big this room is. This is what could possibly happen. He's sent to this particular prison. Break it all the way down so where if you quizzing the person, they understand that just because I didn't pull the pistol on the person, I could still be prosecuted for armed robbery. I could still go down for this unaliving. I could still, if I'm interacting with a young lady and I'm 18 years old and she 15 years old, but we go to school together, technically it's illegal for y'all to have a relationship. This needs to be established, bro. This needs to be established. I think, and this is just me, I think a lot of laws get broke because a lot of us don't understand how the law works. Now, I'm not saying it's going to stop people from breaking the law. Not all people. Some people are going to break the law. But I think that everybody should leave school with a trade. In the regions where we have the most crimes coming from, when a child go to get in trouble, a child get on probation, you're just telling this child to stay out of trouble. You're not really giving this person no option. You're just punishing them for the acts they committed. When you look at a situation where crime lives, where violence transpires, most of these areas are poverty-stricken areas. These are areas where there are not a lot of obvious options. There's not a lot of hope. It's dark, it's gloomy. You're surrounded by poverty. And if you don't change that particular expectation, if you don't show the people what they could possibly do, if you give them a trade, if you go to school for 12 years, the least you should leave with is a trade, bro. I don't understand it. And it don't even take 12 years to learn how to do painting. Or it don't take 12 years to learn how to do carpentry or basic electronics or electricity, basic plumbing. Even if you show a person how to change tires, if you show a person how to change tires, change the oil, maybe change the transmission fluid, just basic mechanics, you give them a chance to get an actual job, bro. And maybe maybe I don't understand the education system, but I think that you can graduate at the top of your class and not be prepared to do nothing in the real world. You literally will be lost out here. You go to school for 12 years, you graduate, and you go work at Walmart. I'm not taking nothing away from somebody who work at Walmart. I think that, and this is just me, I think that everybody ought to be expected to come up with a business plan. I think that, and I know some people, they're not business minded. I think if you stop expecting it from people, they'll stop delivering it. I think that if you cultivate and you plant seeds, I think that anybody can be a business owner. I just believe that. I think that in order for us to move forward, that public education system, it has to change. Because right now, it's almost like it's just a programming. You're being programmed. There's no creative aspect to it. You giving these kids the answers so they can give you the answers back. And if that works for some people, but for the majority of the people, it's not working. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the highest prison population in the world. We wouldn't have one of the most defunct education systems in the world. I think the two go hand in hand. I think that if you improve the public education system, you decrease the prison population. I think they go hand in hand. The reason being is because the understanding, the intelligent, the knowing are less likely to break the law. You fix the education system, you alter the prison population. You get people in there just like anything else. If you fix it, you fix the understanding of a people, you shift the paradigm, and then you alter everything else. This neighborhood ain't gotta be this dark because you got people that understand how money actually works. You change the very dynamic of a community. Instead of, and there's no disrespect to sports, bro. There's no disrespect, but it's more plumbers than it is football players. It's more electricians than it is, it's more mechanics than it is basketball players in this world. And I'm saying we spend so much time and so much money on sports and on the school level, bro, that shit not productive, man. That shit not productive. I'd rather take 50 kids and bless them with the understanding of plumbing. I'm sorry, that's just how my mind works. I just think that you'll be better off that way. I think you'll be better off that way. Or you start, man, you need doctors, you need dentists. You need all this. And I know you're saying, okay, so you can go to college and you can further your education, man. But you know, I like post high school, but I also like something that I know people that go to school and they just acquire debt. I also know people who go to college and they do what they're supposed to do and life is better. But I think that there's a facade. There's a facade, and a lot of us fall to the wayside, man. A lot of people in Georgia, in Atlanta, in DeKalb County, a lot of people fall to the wayside and don't quite get it together and end up doing these remedial jobs, and then they be unhappy and then they be stressed out. Some people, they find the American way. They work, they do their thing. But right now, bro, in order to be in the place where you ain't got to have 50 jobs, man, you got to be creative. You got to figure some stuff out. And sometimes some people, they don't know nothing else but breaking the law. Some people don't know nothing else. So I know I've been ranting. I just get off the line with Lil B, then I just drunk some coffee unnecessarily. It's too late in the day for me to be drinking coffee. But man, you change the education system. If you change the education system, you alter the prison population, thus making life better for all people. I think that we move forward. But we dumbing people down, and then we wondering why they make dumb decisions. We dumb them down, we keep them dumb, we dull them, and we wonder why they're dull and dumb. I'm out. Get in the comment section, let me know what you think.